this can be really grueling and really just painful to deal with. And if you start addressing it, if you don't address it, you have to deal with not being able to breathe, and if you do, you got to deal with being choked. So, my favorite way to get out of this is, first thing is, and always, back here, always protect your neck. This is secondary to your neck. So no matter how much this sucks, just like life can suck. If I try to address this and I don't protect my neck, life is just gonna choke me out. Always protect your neck. This is what will end, is me being choked. So if I let go with both my hands here and I start trying to break this, he's got free reign to choke me. So in this scenario, we go with our seat belt. And the best thing that I like to do is I like to take this C grip and I put my thumb in. My thumb is in here. So now I've got this burrito grip. I really like this burrito grip. I like 2-on-1, but I have to deal with this. I absolutely have to deal with this. So I keep this grip. I try to rock up. If he's got this grip versus this one, which is where I can use my inside hand, we're gonna reverse it. He's holding this way. I'm gonna do my best to take my hand to protect me from the choking arm. This is the only one I have to deal with because it's the only one that can choke me. Okay? So whichever arm is above is the one you gotta deal with. So if it's here, we're just gonna drop our thumb in, and that's the only thing that's gonna keep you from being choked. So at this point, we're gonna drop that thumb in and we're gonna rock up with our free hand and we're gonna scoop the knee. Now his goal is to hide the foot behind me. His foot goes behind the leg so that I can't get it. I'm trying to I just tuck it in behind further and further. So what I do is this gives me some space to back step my bottom of my hip and now get behind his foot. Now that I'm behind his foot, I break the lock. I'm out of the way. And if I'm a leg locker, I just go in and start breaking it. Questions on this? I know there's a lot. I'm gonna go through it a lot. I'm gonna go right back through it, but you gotta know the concepts of what you're dealing with. Being in a body triangle is miserable, and I've seen the highest level guys get caught in this, and they just can't get out. Any tournament you watch, when somebody gets there, even in the UFC, it sucks, and people don't know how to deal with it. I'm really good at it, and for me, this is the best way to deal with it. There's a couple different ways, but this is, for me, has always been the best way. Okay? Again. All right, we fall down, choking arm, so I'm just going to do the same thing, but I'm gonna make sure he can't choke me. I'm gonna rock back and get it again. As we step back, notice how I go to step back and he tucks it. So you get this bottom hip back further. That lets me put around, now I can break the lock. Now I can start getting my back to the mat. Questions? It's that simple. It seems complicated to break, but all you gotta do is just unlock the lock. Questions? One more time. All right, so we're keeping the lock side hot. So typically in this situation, it doesn't matter how he grabs me for me, because everyone's like, oh, it's gotta be a certain way. For me, it both works, as long as I'm protecting the choking arm from choking. So if I gotta grab it like this versus if this arm is over, I'm just gonna tuck my thumb in and make sure he can't shrink. No matter what I do, like a lot of people will, where you're gonna find the problems, I know some of you are gonna do this, you're gonna try to rock sideways and get that. You're not only gonna get choked, but that's way inefficient. Use body mechanics. I can do it with one foot, is just push back. See how much easier that is? Like, so all you do is just push backwards. Just enough to lift it. Now that I've got this, I can step back with my bottom hip, get behind the leg, you see it's already unlocked. Now I can reach, start getting my way out. Now I've got it's off. That's what was my ultimate goal. Questions? 1, 2.